Today I'm gonna take y'all through my squat session. The plan is to throw 4 or 5 on that for my 4x4, but we're gonna see how that works. This is not my first movement of the day, and this superset will not be my last exercise of the day, but I just kind of wanted to show y'all what goes through my mind or the process of me working up to a heavy squat. So when you squat, well, first and foremost, I squat barefooted because that's the most natural form, and you want to squat in something flat. And my shoes are running shoes, and so I choose to squat barefooted. Now in doing so, I pose a risk to myself because this is wood. But to alleviate that, I put these pads in front of my feet. So you always want to squat with the bar first. Or I always squat with the bar first, just so I can get into the motion of the squat. Some people squat low bar. Some people squat high bar. I squat high bar. This is high. Low bar is more so about like right here, which I don't do. So make sure all your squats look the same. Always push depth at the beginning so that when the squats get heavy, your body's already been through those motions, so you don't got to worry about cheating depth. Now, depending on the weight you're using is going to determine the weights you use, or let me rephrase that, depending on the weights you're using for your working set, that determines how you're going to do your jumps in regards to your warm-ups. With me planning on using 405, my jumps could possibly be 135, add another plate 225, have another plate 315, and then get into my working set with 405. But I think I'm gonna try to touch something in between 315 and 405. So that's when your jumps can get a little bit smaller. So you might go to 350, 365, and 385, and then go into 405. But I don't always warm up the right way, so. Now we're warming up with 135. All crowns and positions. If I had to pick one bad part about squatting decently heavy weight, it's most definitely gonna be putting the weight on and taking the weight off. Most definitely. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my other station set up and then get back into the warm up. All right, so we're gonna put 365 on the bar now. That didn't feel heavy, but it moves like it was heavy. So it's gonna really let us know whether we putting 405 on there for 4 or not. But either way, this is the last warm up set. How the weight shifted on me. So the smart thing to do is to do 385. That's a smart thing to do. And then next we can see if we can push 385 for a 5x5. I know 365 is light. Well, it's not light, but it's not heavy enough for my 4x4. And I don't want to get too caught up in the moment of doing 405 for 3x3. So we'll leave that for next block. So we're gonna put 385 on the bar. And if it feels light, then we can always go up. I'm not a fan of going down though, so we'll put 385 on the bar. Now 4 plates would have definitely looked better on the bar, but I questioned my depth slightly on 405 last week, and I don't want it to get into an ego thing. I want to always squat with a proper technique. So we had to humble ourselves and put 385 on the bar. I don't think I got a clip on this side. Yeah. I'm tripping. This ain't a warm-up set no more. Come on. Don't tell me I got to leave and go get the clip. All right, so I didn't have to leave, but I did find one. So make sure everything's straight. And I'm glad I didn't put 405 on the bar because it did feel pretty heavy just now. But what time is it? Need to be gone by 6. Already been in here for about an hour. And now on top of that, we got box jumps. I'm trying to jump up without bending my legs so much. Goal is to keep my legs as straight as possible. That first one's trash, but that's why you don't reach for the box. Last one. Whew. I don't count it if I don't stay on the box. All right, we got set 3 here. My alarm was going off, but last set. Maintain your resolve. All right, we got box jumps now. Last ones. Okay. Two, three more.